Have you ever walked into a job and felt an unshakable unease, as if the air itself were pressing against your spirit, whispering that you don't belong? It's not a fleeting doubt. It's a primal signal, a quiet roar from within, telling you that the traditional workforce was never your destiny. Imagine this. Society hands you a script at birth: go to school, earn a degree, clock in for someone else's dream, all for a paycheck that feels more like chains than freedom. But what if that script was never written for you? What if you're one of the chosen? A rare soul carved for a purpose so vast it can't be contained by office walls or a 9-to-5 grind. The system thrives on conformity, draining your creativity and dimming your inner fire, but you're not here to fit in. You're here to break free, to lead, to create. Why does work feel like a cage? Why does your soul rebel against the ordinary? Unravel the mystery with us. Below, discover 8 electrifying reasons why chosen ones like you should ditch the job hunt forever. Ready to awaken your truth? Dive in and let's ignite your journey. Don't miss the revelations ahead. Reason 1. What if some among us walk with an invisible mantle, a divine safeguard that sets them apart as the chosen ones? Far from ordinary, they are pivotal players in the cosmic narrative, enveloped by a spiritual force that both shields and empowers them. This divine protection is not a mere fable whispered in ancient tales. It is a vibrant, living energy that radiates from their core, capable of transforming discord into peace and despair into hope. Imagine a presence so potent it can hush a room's chaos or ignite a spark of clarity in the darkest moments. This is the essence of their spiritual might. The chosen ones do not drift through life untested. Rather, they face storms with a resilience that defies explanation, as if an unseen ally stands steadfast at their side. Picture someone you know who, despite relentless trials, be it loss, betrayal, or hardship, emerges not merely intact, but somehow elevated, their spirit unbroken, their grace unshaken. This is no coincidence. It is the hallmark of a sacred guardianship, a shield woven from forces beyond mortal ken. It protects not only their physical being, but also their inner light, warding off the shadows that seek to dim their purpose. This spiritual power is a dynamic force, flowing like a gentle current through their actions and words. It heals unseen wounds, mends fractured bonds, and subtly shifts the energy of those around them. You may have felt it, a moment when their quiet presence brought calm to your turmoil, or their words stirred a hope you thought lost. Their influence is not ostentatious. It is a river carving paths of renewal, guiding others toward wholeness without fanfare. To cross them, to dismiss or deride their essence, is to challenge not just an individual but the very divine currents that uphold them. Such defiance sends ripples of consequence, unsettling not only the provocateur, but the harmony of all they touch. Consider the chosen ones as bearers of a sacred flame, a light that warms and illuminates but burns fiercely when threatened. This fire is not born of aggression, but of a deep connection to the universe's pulse. It draws those lost in darkness, offering a beacon of guidance and a promise of renewal. To mistake their compassion for fragility is a grave error, for their kindness is rooted in strength, their gentleness a reflection of unshakable resolve. Their spiritual bond, nurtured by divine forces, enables them to perceive truths hidden from others, to sense the undercurrents of human struggle, and to respond with a wisdom that transcends the ordinary. Yet, this divine protection does not render them invincible in the worldly sense. They feel pain, grapple with doubt, and endure the weight of their calling. What sets them apart is their capacity to transform these burdens into stepping stones, to alchemize suffering into growth. Their trials are not exemptions from hardship, but invitations to deepen their connection to the sacred. Each challenge met, each wound healed, strengthens their spiritual armor, making them not only survivors, but catalysts for change. They carry the scars of their battles, yet these marks glow with the radiance of lessons learned and wisdom gained. To provoke a chosen one is to misunderstand their role as vessels of light in a world often shrouded in shadow. Their presence is a gift, a reminder of the potential for transcendence even in the bleakest moments. Their spiritual power extends beyond themselves, weaving threads of hope and unity into the fabric of existence. Imagine a community touched by their influence, where once there was division, now understanding blooms. Where fear reigned, courage takes root. This is the legacy of their sacred fire, a force that does not dominate, but uplifts, does not destroy, but creates. Recognizing this divine protection requires humility, an openness to see beyond the surface. To honor the chosen ones is to acknowledge the unseen forces that guide them, to respect the profound impact of their spiritual presence. Their light is not meant to blind, but to guide, not to consume, but to nurture. By embracing their essence, we align ourselves with a greater good, inviting their warmth into our lives and learning from their resilience. To do otherwise, to belittle or oppose them, is to risk dimming our own path, to invite discord where harmony could flourish. Let us then approach the chosen ones with reverence, not fear, seeing in them a reflection of the divine's enduring promise. Their spiritual might is a bridge to a higher understanding, a call to rise above pettiness and embrace the transformative power of compassion. In their strength, we find inspiration. In their light, we glimpse eternity. Step into their orbit with an open heart and discover the profound beauty of a world touched by the sacred. Reason 2. The second reason to approach the chosen ones with reverence is their extraordinary intellectual giftedness and wisdom, a beacon that illuminates paths unseen by most. This is not about boasting academic laurels or dazzling with trivia. It's a deeper, almost sacred capacity to perceive truths hidden beneath life's clamor. Their minds are not confined by conventional boundaries. They weave clarity from chaos, forging hope where despair looms large. Imagine encountering someone whose words, like a gentle breeze, shift your entire worldview, revealing possibilities you never dared to dream. The chosen ones possess this rare alchemy of thought, a gift honed through relentless curiosity, reflection, and the crucible of experience. Their intellectual prowess manifests as a crystalline lens, refracting the world's complexities into elegant simplicity. Where others stumble over obstacles, they see stepping stones to innovation. Picture a moment when a single conversation unraveled a knot in your mind, perhaps a friend or mentor who, with quiet precision, offered a perspective that transformed your understanding. This is the hallmark of the chosen ones, their ability to distill vast knowledge into insights that resonate universally. Their minds are vibrant tapestries, interwoven with threads of philosophy, science, art, and human experience, each strand a testament to their insatiable quest for truth. They don't merely solve problems, they redefine them, turning dead ends into doorways to discovery. This wisdom is not a static treasure, but a living force, shaped by trials and triumphs. The chosen ones have walked through fires of doubt and emerged with a clarity that cuts through dogma and distraction. Their advice, sought by those wise enough to listen, carries the weight of hard-earned lessons. It's not dispensed casually, but offered with a sculptor's care, each word chiseled to inspire growth. Consider how a single insight from such a mind can ripple outward, touching lives far beyond the initial exchange. Their counsel fosters not just solutions, but transformation, urging individuals and communities toward compassion and unity. To underestimate their intellect is to turn away from a wellspring of enlightenment. It's not about fearing their reaction, but mourning the loss of what their minds can offer. Their knowledge builds bridges between ideas, cultures, and hearts, creating connections where division once stood. In their presence, conversations transcend the mundane, soaring into realms of profound discovery. Their words hum with a frequency that stirs the soul, inviting all who hear them to rise above pettiness and embrace a broader vision of what's possible. This intellectual radiance also carries a quiet strength. The chosen ones wield their wisdom with humility, never to dominate, but to uplift. They are architects of thought, crafting frameworks that empower others to navigate life's storms. In boardrooms, classrooms, or quiet corners of the world, their influence reshapes perspectives, planting seeds of innovation and empathy. To ignore their light is to wander blindly, missing the shores of understanding they so generously reveal. Their minds, brimming with creativity and foresight, don't just solve today's riddles. They envision tomorrow's possibilities, offering a roadmap to a world enriched by insight and harmony. Yet, this gift comes with responsibility. The chosen ones bear the weight of seeing what others overlook, often grappling with the solitude of their unique vantage point. Their clarity can unsettle those unready to face uncomfortable truths, making their wisdom both a blessing and a burden. Still, they persist, driven by a quiet conviction to share their vision for a better world. Engaging with them is an invitation to expand your own horizons, to step into a dialogue that challenges assumptions and sparks growth. Their intellectual mastery is a lighthouse in the fog of uncertainty, guiding us towards shores of deeper meaning and connection. In essence, the chosen one's intellectual giftedness is a catalyst for awakening. It's a call to listen, to learn, and to embrace the transformative power of ideas. By honoring their wisdom, we open ourselves to a universe of possibilities where obstacles become opportunities and despair gives way to hope. Let their brilliance inspire you to seek truth, to bridge divides, and to co-create a future illuminated by understanding. To walk beside them is to journey toward a richer, more compassionate existence, one thought, one insight at a time. Reason 3. The third reason to approach the chosen ones with reverence and openness stems from their extraordinary ability to ignite transformation across multiple dimensions of existence. This influence transcends simple charm or persuasion. It is a profound force that reshapes lives, communities, and even the course of history itself. Unlike fleeting moments of inspiration, their impact weaves through the emotional, psychological, and spiritual fabric of those they encounter, sparking change that resonates far beyond the immediate moment. To understand their power is to recognize their role as catalysts for growth, guiding humanity toward a brighter, more unified future. Let us explore the depths of their influence and why dismissing it risks dimming the light of our collective potential. Imagine a moment when a single conversation shifted your perspective, lifting the weight of doubt or fear from your shoulders. Perhaps it was a quiet exchange with someone whose words seemed to pierce through your defenses, offering clarity where confusion once reigned. This is the hallmark of the chosen ones. They possess an almost ethereal ability to connect with the core of who we are. Their presence is like a gentle tide, washing away the debris of self-doubt and revealing paths to self-discovery. Through their empathy, they sense the unspoken struggles that bind us, offering insights that feel both timeless and deeply personal. These interactions are not mere happenstance. They are deliberate acts of transformation, rooted in a profound understanding of the human condition. The chosen ones move through the world as alchemists of the soul, turning moments of despair into opportunities for renewal. Their influence is not confined to individual encounters. It ripples outward, touching entire communities and reshaping the collective consciousness. Consider the leaders, artists, or quiet visionaries who, through their actions, inspire movements of compassion and unity. Their words carry a resonance that lingers, planting seeds of purpose in those who listen. Whether through a shared story, a knowing glance, or a selfless act, they awaken a sense of possibility, urging others to rise above division and embrace shared humanity. This ability to bridge divides stems from their deep-rooted connection to the currents of emotion and thought that flow through us all, a gift that allows them to steer these currents toward healing and growth. Their influence operates on multiple levels, weaving together the personal and the universal. On a personal level, they act as mirrors, reflecting our hidden strengths and gently guiding us to confront our limitations. A single interaction can unravel years of self-imposed barriers, illuminating paths we were too hesitant to tread. Psychologically, they foster resilience, helping us navigate the complexities of our minds with newfound clarity. Spiritually, they offer a glimpse of something greater, a connection to the divine or the universal that transcends the mundane. These layers of impact are not separate, but intertwined, creating a tapestry of transformation that elevates both the individual and the collective. To engage with a chosen one is to step into a dance of evolution, where every step challenges you to grow. Their presence invites us to shed the constraints of fear and doubt, to embrace vulnerability as a gateway to strength. Yet, this is not a passive process. It demands active participation, a willingness to listen and reflect. Those who dismiss or challenge their influence risk closing themselves off from a wellspring of wisdom and possibility. To oppose a chosen one is not merely to reject an individual, but to resist the very forces of enlightenment they embody. A choice that dims the potential for personal and societal growth. This transformative power is not without its subtleties. Often the changes they inspire unfold quietly, like a seed taking root beneath the surface. A moment of kindness, a shared insight, or a gentle nudge toward courage can spark a chain reaction, altering the trajectory of a life or a community. Consider the teacher who inspires a student to pursue their dreams, or the friend whose quiet support helps you weather a storm. These are the chosen ones at work, their influence a steady current that reshapes the world one heart at a time. Their ability to foster unity and purpose creates a ripple effect, transforming discord into harmony and isolation into connection. Moreover, their influence is a beacon in times of turmoil. In moments of collective crisis, be it social unrest, personal loss, or spiritual disconnection, the chosen ones stand as pillars of hope. Their empathy allows them to navigate the chaos with grace, offering solutions that heal rather than divide. They remind us that even in our darkest hours, the potential for renewal exists. This capacity to inspire resilience and compassion is not a fleeting gift but a legacy, one that endures through the lives they touch and the communities they uplift. To fully appreciate their role, we must recognize the responsibility it carries. The chosen ones do not wield their influence for personal gain, but as stewards of a greater purpose. Their actions are guided by a vision of what humanity could become, a world defined by understanding, empathy, and shared growth. To honor their presence is to embrace the opportunity for transformation they offer, to see their influence not as a challenge, but as an invitation. By opening our hearts and minds to their guidance, we unlock doors to realms of possibility we never dared imagine, stepping into a reality where emotional, psychological, and spiritual evolution is not just attainable, but inevitable. In essence, the chosen ones are architects of change, their influence a bridge between the ordinary and the extraordinary. Their ability to touch lives on multiple levels, personal, communal, and universal, marks them as agents of a higher calling. To approach them with respect is to align with the forces of growth and enlightenment they embody. To welcome a journey of transformation that enriches both ourselves and the world around us. Let us cherish their presence as a gift, a chance to co-create a future illuminated by compassion, wisdom, and unity. Reason 4. The fourth reason to approach the chosen ones with reverence and understanding stems from the poignant reality of their isolation, a solitude not chosen but imposed by a world unready for their brilliance. Far from being mere outsiders, the chosen ones stand apart due to their extraordinary qualities, which often spark misunderstanding and unease. Their profound insights, spiritual depth, and unconventional perspectives set them at odds with societal norms, casting them to the margins where they are met with skepticism, fear, or even hostility. Yet this separation is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to their strength, a crucible where their transformative visions are forged. Let us explore why this isolation demands our compassion and how embracing their uniqueness can bridge divides and foster a richer, more inclusive world. The chosen one's isolation is not a preference, but a consequence of their divergence from the ordinary. Their ability to see beyond the veil of convention, whether through piercing intellectual clarity or a spiritual connection to unseen truths, makes them enigmatic to a society accustomed to uniformity. Like stars shining in a daylight sky, their brilliance is often overlooked or misunderstood, mistaken for oddity rather than genius. This misalignment creates a chasm, not because the chosen ones seek to distance themselves, but because the world struggles to grasp the magnitude of their gifts. Consider the great minds of history: Galileo, whose cosmic truths were branded heresy, or artists like Van Gogh, whose vivid inner world was dismissed as madness. These figures, much like the chosen ones, walked paths lined with ridicule, not for lack of merit, but because their visions stretched beyond the horizons of their time. This societal disconnect manifests as a profound barrier, one that forces the chosen ones into a defensive posture, not out of malice, but necessity. Their solitude becomes a sanctuary, a sacred space where their ideas, dreams, and truths can flourish free from the weight of judgment. This protective stance is not a wall to exclude others, but a shield against the relentless tide of doubt and negativity that seeks to dim their light. Within this refuge, they nurture seeds of change, ideas that challenge the status quo, insights that heal unseen wounds, and visions that point toward a brighter future. To misunderstand this boundary as hostility is to miss the heart of their purpose. Their isolation is not rejection, but preservation, a commitment to safeguarding the potential they carry for the world's benefit. The cost of this solitude is steep, yet it is born with quiet resilience. The chosen ones face not only external skepticism, but also the internal struggle of being perpetually misunderstood. Imagine the weight of knowing truths others cannot yet see, of carrying a vision that feels like both a gift and a burden. Their journey is marked by moments of profound loneliness, where the absence of like-minded souls feels like a void. Yet even in this solitude, they find purpose, weaving their isolation into a tapestry of growth and enlightenment. They learn to trust their inner compass, to draw strength from the unseen forces that guide them, and to hold fast to their truth even when the world turns away. This resilience is a beacon, reminding us that difference is not a flaw but a catalyst for progress. To approach the chosen ones without empathy is to risk deepening their isolation and stifling the gifts they offer. Breaching their sanctuary with prejudice or dismissal is not merely an affront to them, but a loss for us all. Their misunderstood nature is not a barrier to connection, but an invitation to expand our own perspectives. By meeting them with open hearts and curious minds, we can cross the bridge they extend, a bridge built of diversity in thought, spirit, and vision. This act of understanding requires courage, for it asks us to confront our own fears of the unknown, to question the comfort of conformity, and to embrace the unfamiliar as a source of growth. The societal challenges faced by the chosen ones mirror our collective tendency to shy away from what we cannot easily categorize. History teaches us this lesson time and again. Those who challenge norms are often met with resistance before they are celebrated. Yet, It is precisely their divergence that sparks transformation. The chosen ones are not here to conform, but to awaken, to stir the stagnant waters of convention and guide us toward deeper truths. Their isolation, then, is not a curse, but a clarion call. A reminder that true progress lies in valuing difference, in seeing beyond the surface to the profound contributions of those who dare to be other. In recognizing the solitude of the chosen ones, we unlock the potential for a society that cherishes uniqueness over uniformity. Their presence challenges us to grow, to listen, and to learn from perspectives that stretch our understanding. By honoring their space and respecting their journey, we create a world where their light can shine unhindered, illuminating paths to compassion, innovation, and unity. Let us approach them not with fear or judgment, but with humility and wonder, ready to receive the gifts they carry and to co-create a future where no one stands alone. Their isolation is not an end, but a beginning, a doorway to a richer, more connected world, if only we dare to step through. Reason 5. Among the myriad reasons to approach the chosen ones with reverence, their profound intuitive sense stands as a beacon, illuminating truths hidden beneath the surface of human experience. This is the 5th compelling reason why their presence commands respect and careful consideration. Far from ordinary perception, their intuition is a finely tuned instrument, capable of deciphering the unspoken language of hearts and minds, navigating the intricate dance of intentions, emotions, and possibilities. It is a gift that allows them to see beyond the veil of pretense, offering clarity where confusion reigns and harmony where discord festers. Imagine a moment when someone seems to understand you without a word spoken, a glance, a pause, or a gentle question that pierces through your defenses, revealing a truth you scarcely acknowledged yourself. This is the essence of the chosen one's intuitive power. It is not merely about reading cues or guessing intentions. It is a deep, almost sacred connection to the undercurrents of life. They perceive the ripples of emotion that others miss, sensing the quiet fears, unspoken dreams, and hidden motivations that shape our choices. In their presence, you may feel both exposed and understood, as if they hold a mirror to your soul, reflecting not just who you are, but who you could become. This intuitive mastery manifests in countless ways, each a testament to their role as guides in a fragmented world. In conversations, they listen not just to words, but to the silences between them, hearing the weight of what is left unsaid. A colleague grappling with self-doubt might find their confidence restored through a single, well-timed insight from a chosen one. A friend lost in conflict may discover a path to reconciliation through their gentle nudging toward empathy. Their ability to perceive the emotional landscape of a room allows them to shift its energy, calming tensions, fostering connection, or igniting inspiration with a precision that feels almost otherworldly. Yet this gift is not without its complexities. The chosen one's intuition sets them apart, often casting them as enigmatic figures in a world that prizes predictability. Their foresight, while a source of strength, can make them seem distant or inscrutable, as they grapple with truths others are not yet ready to face. To dismiss this intuitive sense is to overlook a profound tool for transformation. It is not a weapon wielded for dominance, but a lantern held aloft to guide others through the fog of misunderstanding. They do not seek to control, but to connect, weaving threads of compassion and insight into the fabric of human relationships. Consider the broader implications of their intuitive prowess. In communities torn by division, the chosen ones often emerge as quiet architects of unity, sensing the shared hopes beneath clashing perspectives. They bridge divides not through force, but through understanding, offering a vision of what could be if only we dared to listen. Their empathy extends beyond individuals to the collective pulse of humanity, allowing them to anticipate shifts in mood or momentum long before others take notice. This foresight enables them to plant seeds of change, subtle suggestions, acts of kindness, or moments of clarity that ripple outward, reshaping destinies in ways both seen and unseen. Engaging with a chosen one is an invitation to step into a space of heightened awareness, where the boundaries between self and other blur. It is a chance to be seen in your entirety, flaws, aspirations, and all, and to be met with a kindness that transcends judgment. Their intuition offers a rare gift, the opportunity to confront your own truths with courage, guided by someone who sees not just the present, but the potential for growth. To ignore this gift is to close yourself off from a deeper connection to the world, to miss the chance to navigate life's complexities with a compass forged of empathy and wisdom. This intuitive sense is not a static trait, but a living force, honed through experience and reflection. The chosen ones cultivate it through moments of solitude, where they listen to the whispers of their inner knowing, and through interactions, where they learn to trust the subtle signals of their perception. It is a dance between instinct and understanding, a balance that allows them to move through life with grace and purpose. Their ability to sense what lies beyond the obvious makes them invaluable allies in times of uncertainty, offering clarity when the path ahead seems shrouded in doubt. To honor the chosen one's intuitive mastery is to recognize the delicate interplay of insight and compassion that defines their presence. It is to understand that their perceptions are not a challenge to our autonomy, but an invitation to grow, to see ourselves and others through a lens of greater understanding. In a world often clouded by noise and distraction, they offer a rare clarity, a window into a reality where empathy reigns and every interaction holds the potential for transformation. Embrace this gift, and you may find yourself not only understood but inspired to walk your own path with newfound courage and connection. Reason 6. The sixth compelling reason to approach interactions with the chosen ones with care lies in their extraordinary ability to transform negativity into positivity, an art form that reshapes the very essence of adversity. Imagine a world where despair looms like an unyielding storm, casting shadows that threaten to engulf hope. In such moments, the chosen ones emerge as alchemists of the soul, wielding a rare and profound gift, the power to transmute life's darkest trials into radiant opportunities for growth and renewal. This is no mere talent, but a sacred craft, honed through their own encounters with hardship and refined by an unwavering belief in the potential for light within even the bleakest circumstances. Unlike ordinary resilience, this transformative ability is deeply intentional, rooted in a nuanced understanding of life's dualities. The chosen ones do not shy away from pain or chaos. Instead, they embrace it as raw material for creation. Picture an artisan sculpting beauty from rough stone. Their process is deliberate, patient, and purposeful. Each challenge they face becomes a lesson, each wound a doorway to wisdom. They perceive what others overlook, that within every moment of discord lies the seed of harmony, waiting to be nurtured. This perspective is not born of naivety, but of a hard-earned clarity, forged in the fires of their own struggles. Their lives are a testament to the truth that suffering, when met with courage and insight, can become a catalyst for profound change. Consider the metaphor of a storm-tossed sea. Where most see only crashing waves and looming danger, the chosen ones discern the rhythm beneath the chaos, a current that can carry one to calmer shores. Their inner compass, guided by an almost mystical intuition, allows them to navigate turmoil with grace. This is not about erasing negativity but reframing it, recognizing that darkness and light are not opposites but partners in a cosmic dance. Their ability to shift energies, from fragmentation to wholeness, from despair to hope, is akin to an ancient alchemist turning base metal into gold. Yet this alchemy is not for their benefit alone. It ripples outward, touching those around them in ways both subtle and profound. Engaging with a chosen one during times of crisis can feel like stepping into a crucible of transformation. Their presence invites you to confront your own shadows, not with fear but with curiosity. They do not impose change but offer a gentle nudge, encouraging you to see your struggles as opportunities for growth. Imagine a moment of personal turmoil, perhaps a loss or a failure that feels insurmountable. In their company, you might find that what seemed like an ending is, in fact, a beginning. Their words, their silence, even their gaze can act as a mirror, reflecting not just your pain but the strength you've yet to claim. This is their gift, to guide others toward their own inner philosopher's stone, unlocking the potential to transform suffering into meaning. This capacity for transmutation extends beyond the personal to the collective. The chosen ones are not solitary figures, but beacons within their communities, subtly steering the tides of human experience toward healing and unity. Their influence can be seen in the way a single conversation shifts a group's perspective, turning conflict into collaboration or apathy into purpose. They remind us that transformation is not a solitary act, but a shared journey, one that requires openness and trust. To stand in their presence is to be invited into this process, to witness the possibility of a world where every negative holds the promise of a positive rebirth. Yet, this power is not without its challenges. The chosen one's ability to see light in darkness often sets them apart, making their path a lonely one at times. Society may misinterpret their optimism as denial, or their resilience as detachment, failing to grasp the depth of their vision. To provoke or dismiss them is to risk missing a profound lesson, that change is not only possible, but inevitable when guided by those who see beyond the surface. Their alchemy is a reminder of our own latent potential, a call to recognize that we too can learn to transform our struggles into stepping stones toward growth. In their hands, negativity becomes a canvas for creation, a space where despair is rewoven into hope and brokenness into wholeness. This sacred art of transmutation is a testament to their role as catalysts for change, not just for themselves, but for all who cross their path. To engage with them is to step into a realm where every challenge carries the seed of renewal, where the deepest darkness is merely a prelude to dawn. So, tread carefully and with reverence, for in their presence, you may find not just healing, but a glimpse of the infinite possibilities that lie within us all. Let their light guide you to discover your own capacity for transformation. Embrace it, and watch the world shift. Reason 7. The seventh reason to approach the chosen ones with reverence and care lies in their sacred role as custodians of hidden knowledge, a treasure trove of wisdom that transcends the ordinary and touches the eternal. These extraordinary individuals carry truths that are not merely obscure, but profound, woven into the very fabric of existence, waiting to illuminate those ready to listen. To dismiss their insights is to turn away from a beacon that could guide you through life's labyrinth, leaving you adrift in a sea of missed opportunities. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted forest, where every tree whispers secrets of the ages. The chosen ones are the keepers of this forest, holding maps to its deepest mysteries. Their knowledge is not bound by the constraints of time or convention. It flows from a wellspring older than civilizations, carrying insights that can reshape how you perceive yourself, others, and the cosmos. This wisdom is not always proclaimed in grand speeches or written in books. It often manifests in subtler ways. It might be a fleeting glance that seems to pierce through your defenses, a quiet word that lingers in your mind, or a gesture that shifts the air around you. These moments are not accidents. They are deliberate transmissions of truth, crafted to awaken something dormant within you. Consider the quiet figure who lingers at the periphery of a gathering, their silence brimming with unspoken understanding. Or the mentor whose stories, laced with allegory, unravel mysteries you didn't know you were seeking. These are the chosen ones, and their presence is a bridge to realms of thought most never explore. Their wisdom might reveal itself in a conversation that feels like a key turning in a lock, suddenly opening doors to clarity and purpose. It could be a shared moment of stillness that feels alive with meaning, as if the universe itself is speaking through them. To ignore these encounters is to walk past a library of infinite volumes, each page offering revelations that could redefine your path. This hidden knowledge is not merely intellectual, it is transformative, touching the soul as much as the mind. It speaks to the interconnectedness of all things, from the stars above to the dreams within. The chosen ones understand the delicate threads that bind humanity to the universe, and their insights can help you see those threads in your own life. They might offer a perspective that dissolves long-held fears, or a question that sparks a journey of self-discovery. Their teachings, though often veiled in mystery, are invitations to grow, to question, and to embrace a deeper truth. Yet this gift comes with a challenge. The wisdom of the chosen ones is not always easy to receive. It requires openness, humility, and a willingness to venture beyond the familiar. Their truths can unsettle, for they often challenge the assumptions that anchor our daily lives. To engage with their knowledge is to step into a dance with the unknown, where every step reveals a new layer of understanding. But those who accept this invitation find themselves richer for it, not in material wealth, but in clarity, purpose, and connection. Reflect on a time when a single insight changed the course of your life. Perhaps it was a moment when someone's words cut through your confusion, or when a quiet realization dawned, shifting everything into focus. The chosen ones are catalysts for such moments, their wisdom acting as a spark that ignites transformation. They do not impose their knowledge. They offer it gently, like a seed planted in fertile soil, trusting it will grow in its own time. To overlook them is to miss a chance to cultivate that seed, to let it blossom into something extraordinary. Their role as bearers of hidden knowledge also carries a weight of responsibility. The chosen ones do not wield this wisdom for personal gain, but as stewards of a legacy meant to uplift and heal. They are like lighthouses, standing firm amid the storms of human struggle, guiding others towards safer shores. Their insights can mend broken spirits, bridge divides, and inspire movements toward a better world. But this power is only realized when their presence is met with respect and curiosity, rather than skepticism or dismissal. In a world often blinded by noise and haste, the chosen ones remind us to pause, to listen, and to seek the truths that lie beneath the surface. Their wisdom is a gift to humanity, a reminder that even in our complexity, there are answers waiting to be found. By honoring their role, we open ourselves to a richer existence, one where the mysteries of life become not burdens, but invitations to explore. So, the next time you encounter a chosen one, whether in a fleeting moment or a profound exchange, pause and listen. Their hidden knowledge might just hold the key to a truth you've been searching for all along. The chosen ones stand as luminaries in our midst, bearers of extraordinary gifts, stewards of timeless wisdom, and architects of profound transformation. To honor their presence is not merely an act of respect, but an embrace of the boundless potential they offer to reshape our world. They serve as a vital link between the tangible and the ethereal, channeling universal truths into insights that ignite compassion, clarity, and hope. Yet their path is often shadowed by misunderstanding, leading to isolation and conflict. This reality underscores a vital truth. Fostering harmony with the chosen ones is essential to unlocking the full scope of their contributions. Their gifts, spiritual resilience, intellectual brilliance, and intuitive depth, are not meant to divide but to unite, guiding us toward a shared destiny of enlightenment and peace. However, this vision requires more than passive acknowledgement. It demands mutual respect, a willingness to listen deeply, and an openness to perspectives that challenge our own. By approaching the chosen ones with humility and curiosity, we create a space where their transformative power is not feared, but celebrated, weaving a richer, more inclusive tapestry of human experience. This journey toward unity is not without effort. It asks us to set aside prejudice, to see beyond surface differences, and to recognize the chosen ones as mirrors of our collective aspirations. Their wisdom can heal divisions, their compassion can mend broken spirits, and their vision can inspire a world where understanding triumphs over discord. Embracing this path enriches not only our lives, but also the legacy we leave for generations to come. Let us therefore commit to building bridges with the chosen ones, honoring their role with the reverence it deserves. Their light illuminates possibilities we might otherwise overlook, a future where empathy, insight, and unity prevail. Take the first step today. Listen to their voices, reflect on their teachings, and engage with their vision. Together, we can co-create a world guided by shared wisdom and boundless potential, forever shaped by the radiant influence of the chosen ones. Join this movement toward harmony. Let their light guide your way.